Tommy V is still going to be our co-pilot. If we lose this run, it's Tommy V's fault, and we're getting rid of him. But we're going to give him one more shot right now. It's league time. Good luck, Rifa. And you'll keep the stream running too? Awesome. Hopefully, I can do as well as you're about to do. King Quest 1 through 4 are kind of old, like really old. You have to type. I kind of miss those games too, to be honest. I was really into playing MUDs back when I was in, I guess it was middle school. Middle school and high school is when I played them. I don't know if you guys remember MUDs. They're basically the precursors to MMORPGs that exist now. They're like text-based MMORPGs. It stands for Multi-User Dungeon, MUD, M-U-D. And it was essentially just this, like, completely text-based game that you could play multiplayer. And you would type N to go north and type S to go south and things like that. And there were monsters to kill to get experience points, and you'd go up levels. And it was pretty much just like, you know, a lot of early MMOs, where the goal is kill monsters, go up levels. And once you get to top level, you win. Really fun. Really fun. 10 and 10-2 alright. Didn't play 11. 12 is awesome. 13 sucked, but still liked it. 13-2 was both better and worse than 13. I didn't know there was... Okay. I thought it was funny back when they came out with 10-2. But that they did it again with 13 is crazy. I did play Final Fantasy 11, though. I don't really count it as a Final Fantasy since it was an online game. But Final Fantasy 11 was pretty fun. I played it for a long time. I think World of Warcraft ultimately is a better game than Final Fantasy 11 was. But Final Fantasy 11 was pretty fun. Very hard. Very hard. One of the harder games I played, and it's an MMO, so crazy. Did that pretty much as wrong as I could. In addition to failing the poke spin, I also accidentally knocked him backward when I killed him, so I had to move further up and get the key. Whoops. We'll see if we could stream King's Quest. If it's a point-and-click adventure game, I'm a little bit reluctant. Simply because it's hard to avoid spoilers in that kind of context, and I want to try to. Got confused. 100% too much of a pain? No, Bro Nation, not that so much as we just had kind of a lot of false starts. And at this point, it would have just kind of taken too long. And the brain power of trying to remember everything is a little bit difficult. So we switched to just a more comfortable, easier to remember route. Where we could do cool tricks like that with the boomerang. Because it's not just, you know, going different ways and getting different things, which is just something you really have to worry about in certain segments. What makes 100% so much more difficult is that your item menu is a little bit different than you're used to. The items that you use in certain places are a little bit different than you're used to. When you're pause buffering in certain places, you switch to different items. So you're constantly making these tiny little modifications, and you just can't, you know, zone out and enjoy it as much. You have to focus a lot more. So this will be a nice, more relaxing run. Oops. But yeah, we'll see about King's Quest. I'll take a look at it. Most games that I'm thinking about streaming, I play for like 30 minutes before I even decide if I'm going to stream it or not, just to get a sense of, is this something that works or not? So I would play King's Quest and think about it, but, you know, I've watched Day 9's series. What is it called? Forgot I had the boomerang. Ah, darn it! Like Casually Walking, something like that. I can't remember what it is now. But where he plays point-and-click adventure games, and pretty much has to be completely uninteractive with chat, because chat is just saying, do this, do this, do this, do this, and it's impossible to distinguish between the people who are spoiling it for you and telling the answer. Mostly Walking, that's what it is, thank you. Casually Walking, I also like the sound of, but Mostly Walking is a better name. And it's hard to distinguish between the people who are just throwing out ideas and the people who are, like, spoiling it for you. Get that heart. Good. Hey, no, Baka, don't worry about it. Subaka says, I don't want to be the whiny audience member who forces the streamer to do everything I want and feel like I run the stream. Yeah, it's really still very helpful for me when people say, ooh, hey, I'd really like to see this, because sometimes there are certain games that I like to play, but I don't know if they'd be fun to watch or not. And having people say, oh, man, we really want to see this, we really want to see this, lets me know that, okay, this is something that I don't have to worry that I'm going to play and bore everyone, that it's actually something that people will be interested in. If it's a constant, like, hey, stop playing this, play this instead, then it starts getting annoying. But when it's just a, oh, hey, just so you know, I think this would be fun, that's helpful. Are you collecting nerd stuff like special editions or probably wearing some game shirts or bags? I'm really not. When I went to E3, I collected a lot of, like, random swag stuff, posters and stuff, but ultimately it just ended up being a lot of, like, I don't really know what I'm going to do with this. I do like game stuff, but I don't, like, have a ton of it. It was weird because the whole Majora's Mask release on the 3DS, everyone was really psyched up about, like, the custom 3DSs that you could get with it, or, like, all the cool collector's edition stuff. And my plan is, like, I'm just gonna download it on the store and not have to wait in line for it, not have to have a cartridge for it. I don't care about that stuff. It's cool, but ultimately I feel like I just have too much stuff already. I don't need more things. What's mostly walking? Need a good point and click? It's a show. Oh yeah, EG Proxy is giving you the answer. Day 9's variety game show segment where he plays point and clicks. I watched him play. The first one I saw him play was Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, I think it is. And I loved that game when I was a kid. So it was so much fun watching it and, like, reliving it. Watching him play the Nancy Drew point and click adventure game the other day. Man, that game just looked irritating. But I love how everybody in the chat is like, oh, he's so stupid, he's not doing this, he's not doing this. And I'm like, I wouldn't have thought to do that. What are you talking about? Everybody just has to be a know-everything backseat gamer. You see that in a lot of big Hearthstone streams, too. Like, whenever anybody makes a misplay, there's a billion people waiting and ready to talk about it. But when games are going well, none of them are saying a word. It's weird. Oblivion awaits. Playing Majora's Mask right now? Oh, man. Would really love to see you playing Heavy Rain. Ah. That could be fun. Never beat it originally. So glad it came out on the 3DS. I never had it. Because I never had a Nintendo 64, right? Or GameCube. It came out on both, I guess. Right? But I never had either of them. So I have a big hole in my life where all of those Zeldas are supposed to be that I'm finally getting to fill. Playing Ocarina of Time on the 3DS for the first time. It's so much fun. So much fun. Monkey Island 2. Oh, that's a great one. Remember playing Monkey Island when I was a kid? The one I'll suggest, and for people who... Where is... Oh, that skeleton was way down there. I've never seen him down that low before. Let's remember, regardless of how Anti-Fairy goes, not to walk past the chest a second time. But for people who like that genre of games, one that gets overlooked a lot is called Loom. L-O-O-M. Loom. Like what you weave on. And it is a great point-and-click adventure game. The main character is what's called a weaver. And a weaver is a type of, like, wizard, basically. But what they do is they kind of maintain the tapestry that is, like, the universe. And you get to do a lot of really cool things. There we go. Finally. You get to do a lot of really cool things, and the system of it is that you have, like, a weaving staff. And you play musical notes on the weaving staff to do certain things. Like, you have a spell that creates a let it turns gold into wheat or wheat into gold, and you use that to solve various puzzles over the course of the game. You have a spell that turns wool green. It's really great, and it's a gorgeous game, Dustwatts. Yeah, completely. The art is amazing. Fruit Bat suggestions are fine, but if someone screams at you to play at a game, doesn't that irritate you? Yeah, probably. I haven't had that experience yet, so I can't say with any authority, but yeah, it probably would. Some people get banned for backseating. Yeah, I mean, it's annoying if it's in excess and you have to ask someone to stop and they're just not, and it's ruining your enjoyment of the game as a streamer. Then sometimes you just have to say, like, sorry, I just need you to not ruin the game for me anymore. So I could see doing that. Oh, missed. Knew that was coming. I wanted that red rupee too badly. So I guess it's alright. Oh, no! Ooh, that was almost a problem. That was almost a problem. Oh, no! Alright, well, we missed that last shot and are way, way short on arrows, but it's fine. Tried looking up Fruit Bats on Steam, couldn't find him. Oh, no! Try Super Sexy Dude 69. Yeah, that's my backup secret account. She decided to sleep on my bed. She decided to barf on my bed. She decided to sleep on my pillow afterwards. She wants me to feed her after all this. Yeah, it is funny how when it's time to feed my dog and he's done something bad, it's like, I guess you need to eat and I need to take care of you. And I can't punish you by not giving you food. But, fine. Ever played Myst? Yeah, but I was not very good at it. I never played it all the way through. I never got off the first island, in fact. So not very good. Why didn't you move down? I was trying. My timing on... I just need to relearn the timing on Beast Nest. I have not practiced things like that boss on Beast Nest. And the timing of moving and shooting is slightly different. And I'm pretty much just using my old timing, and I haven't adapted yet, which is why I think a lot of basic rooms keep going wrong for me, just because the timing is slightly different. So I need to practice some of those rooms again on Beast Nest and be a little bit better. But the reason I wasn't moving down is I was mistiming my down commands with the arrow commands. It's almost like when you're pause buffering and you're not moving, because you're just not timing the movement in the right frame. That's basically what was happening, is I was trying to move and shoot at the same time instead of alternating moving and shooting. So it's something you have to be slightly careful of. Do I have a world record in speedruns? I do not. I do not. If I wanted a world record in Link to the Past, I'd probably have to invent a category of my own. And be the only one who ran it. Then I could have a world record. Ooh. This is the right way, right? Yeah. Why would the timing be different? It's just the, I think it's maybe, it has to do with, and I don't know enough about computers to actually properly explain this, but it has to do with the way the program interacts with the controller drivers, in that the delay, the input delay is different. So it's not the timing of the game that's different, it's the input delay that's different. So before I had to sort of buffer my inputs, in essence, I had to hit buttons slightly before they actually needed to be hit. And I adjusted to that and got used to it. Whoops. Adjusted to that and got used to it, but now that the input delay is slightly shorter, which is good, my timing is just off. But we'll try. We'll improve. Oh, thought you had a world record for the USA version? Technically, people who also run the Japanese version do not appear on that list if you sort it in that way. So if they have a US time and a Japanese time, and the Japanese time is better, which it always would be, they wouldn't show if you just filtered for US results. So I have a world record of the people who run the North American version exclusively, technically. Which I guess solves the, I would have to make up my own category. There's my own category. Of people who run 100% and have never run the Japanese version. I am the best. At least according to one list. There's actually a few different... There's a few different leaderboards for Link to the Past, which is weird. I don't know which one is technically the official one. Most speedruns that you resetted. Yeah, the ones that I reset had great times. Like, these last two I reset were totally going to be, like, sub 130, 100% runs. I knew you were the best. Thanks, Terry. All I needed to do was exclude all of the people who are faster than me, and I'm the fastest. Closing in on him? Ooh, yeah, you are getting pretty close. It's funny how much you have to work to just save, like, 30 seconds. And how hard it is to do it. My goal is to tie fruit bats someday. You will. There's no question you will. I think you might pass me. You're progressing so far a lot faster than I did. Kinky. Nice chosen. Well, Green Linen did just watch 50 Shades of Grey, so... I guess that was a little bit of the subconscious poking through. Whew. Just really want a good Landmo fight. I just really do. I really, really do. I also really want these hearts. I also really want these arrows. Usually I don't get everything in this room. I'm not going to get getting the magic, but usually I don't get all of that stuff. I just happen to need hearts and arrows. Make it. I didn't work at all and saved 2 hours, right? Decent. I'll take it. Less decent. Less decent. I'll still take it, because I can't be like, nah, send it back, but... I have no choice but to take it. Are they coming out of the same hole? I hate that. That makes it so much harder to do the timing. Also, only there being one also makes it hard to do the timing. Alright, that was much better. This is actually going to be a time save, I think. I'm pretty sure. I like it. Sorry, Baka. I only talk to people who use skill-based champions. Yes, time save. Now, we don't need to get the cave heart, so this time skipping it is the right thing to do. That's too far down. That's still too far down. I should learn the other lineup. Pretty much what I did there is, like, about a week ago, now maybe about 2 weeks ago, I decided I'm just going to learn a lineup for the desert, and there was one that was easy, and I didn't even have to practice. It was just like, oh yeah, you line up here, go here, and then stop here. I was like, okay, cool. The one that's faster is a little bit more complicated, but I should learn it, because I mess up the easy one sometimes. May as well do the harder one and mess it up instead. That would still be faster. Or ideally, do it right. We'll see if we can. Yeah, again, that's another one, Eggman. I felt myself saying it and was like, we'll just let it go. We'll just put it out there into the world and we'll see what happens. Watched 50 Shades of Grey last Saturday. Nice. Oh, stopped a little early. That's what he said, Fruit Bats. I think he in secret was practicing Link to the Past all day. I'm on to you, Green Linen. I think I'm at the point where I need to watch a full video of the tutorial and practice room by room. Yeah, the thing is, Green Linen, I know there's a lot of, like... There's a lot of little tiny tips that, I or other people suggest to you during the runs. And I know something you say pretty frequently is like, oh yeah, I'm sure that's something covered in Andy's video, I just need to watch that. Most of the things we're saying aren't. It's just things that after doing a bunch of runs, you realize, Vitreous keeps messing me up every time I try to get in there and spin him. And you notice it's because every time a eye comes at you and you poke it, you lose your spin and the battle just goes down. So eventually you think, maybe I should just practice doing the sword the other way. And then that works and you pick it up. That's how I did it. I don't think that's even covered in the video. So most of those little tiny things you pick up just from running over and over and over. Once you know the route, just play the game. Honestly, you'll pick up everything. I think you'll get a lot more out of running the game, 2 or 3 times than you would get from watching Andy's tutorial at this point. But you should still watch it. But also just, play the game. That's how you'll do it. What to edit the races? You got Vitreous down really well. Yeah, Vitreous is a fun one to get right. Oh, shoot. Oh, stop it. That Moldorm. Why? I hate it. I really like that trick. I don't quite do it right, but I think it looks cool anyway. Don't know if you know or if it's a big deal. You're 88th out of 146. Cool. I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't actually know how... I'm assuming most people who run have their time submitted to a leaderboard like that. I mean, I guess some people couldn't. But let's just use the boomerang here. I have it. There's really no reason not to. Let's throw it in the correct direction, though. That'll be key. I accidentally used the boomerang on the second one and had my sword charged, so I had to do that, like, maybe a half a second slower than ideal, but not a big deal. Excuse me. Taking notes? Nice. He made it. I'm not in the list. Oh, you're right, Green Linen. You do have to manually submit them, though. It depends on what list you're talking about. There's actually two different lists that I submit to. One on ZeldaSpeedruns.com, I think, and one on Speedruns.com. And I forget the pluralization. It could be Zelda Speedrun or Zelda Speedruns, I forget. But there are two different primary leaderboards. One, you just make an account and submit your times, and it's on the leaderboard right away. One, you have to wait for a moderator to approve you. I was afraid that Moldorm was going to mess me up. If he came up there and knocked me, it would really cause problems. Stop being such a bug, Moldorm. Cool, that worked. But yeah, you do have to manually submit them. I suppose if you had like a really fast time or something, someone might add you for you. Yeah, there you go. Thanks for the virus, bro-nations. Okay. That was mostly defensive fighting there. We had to do some parrying. But now we are in control of this fight again. We are in total control of this fight. Moldorm is done for. Done for. Finishing him up with the sword spin. Like it. I like it. I like what this time save is going to be. Hello. How's the run? We'll be making food and listening in the kitchen. Who wants some pizza? I'll take some over here, Mediocre. That sounds great. That sounds great. And if you choose pizzas like you choose usernames, I'm looking forward to that. What I'm saying is I want meat on my pizza. I don't know if that came across clearly. Gold time in the Tower of Hera as well. Man, that's nice. That's nice. Gold times in the no major glitch category is even more exciting because I have a lot more runs. So that was really exciting. Gold time and a lot of time saved as well. Awesome. Awesome. And rupee-wise, we're looking really, really good. We have to pull on this tree no matter what, and not that close to the edge, because then nothing happens. But we have to pull on this tree to make sure that the next tree drops red rupees. So I know this part is kind of confusing as to what is done to manipulate the game, but it's essentially just when you pull on that tree, the way you get red rupees at the next tree is to kill at least 4 enemies and take no damage before pulling on the next tree. So we've killed 3. We kill that one back on the way out. But the important point is taking no damage. Golden Hera PB confirmed. Ooh, do not count my chickens before they're hatched, or I will throw this away. It's not sexual at all. Still funny. I know, meat on my pizza. It's so good. Sorry, Baka. Can't hear you over my skill-based champion. Ew, meaty ogre gamer pizzas? That's way too meaty for my liking. Nah, not yet. There's still Ice Palace, right. Well, there's still Palace of Darkness, even. I mean, there's plenty of troll to happen in Palace of Darkness. There's plenty of troll to happen in Aghanim's Tower. Tommy V, help! Great. Alright, we just need no bush guard to spawn here, but we're gonna dash to make it less likely that he could hurt us if he does spawn. Excellent. So we've got red rupees coming up in this tree here. Since we managed to take no damage. We picked them all up happily. He probably could have used the boomerang to help us out there, but we didn't. We didn't. I'd like to taste green linen shirt pizzas. Very fibrous. You know, I had that last night. I guess this wasn't cloth. It was paper, but... So, I have a little trash can in my bathroom, like I'm sure most people do, with a trash liner in it. And I've come home a couple of times to the trash liner pulled out of the trash can, but nothing, like, removed from the trash can. So I've never really worried about it. Last night I came home, found the trash liner in the middle of my living room floor, and none of any of the tissues or anything that were in there. I don't know how much trash was in there, but I'm pretty sure my dog ate all of it. All of it. No ketchup packets in there either. Those get thrown away in the kitchen garbage, which he doesn't get into. He doesn't get into the garbage containing food product, he gets into the garbage containing paper. This dog is the most bizarre thing in the world. He's goofy. Oh, that actually worked. I didn't think it was going to. I kind of just panicked, and it worked. Okay, we'll grab this key here. I need some water. My bottle is already empty. Oh, shoot, I had sword beams. I forgot. I forgot. Swings the sword for the kill. I didn't kill him. It was just a paralyzing shot. Ooh. Made it. Ooh. Made it again. Key up. Save me. Save me. Save me. Save me. Whew. Whew. Oh, wait, why did I dash through him? Oh, no, stop it. Why are you all so mean to me? Forgot to slash my sword before walking in this room again. Okay, still, regardless, I think that was faster than usual. Okay, well, unfortunately, in getting that pot, I ended up getting hit. But I did need those arrows. We only had 9 arrows. I'd like to have more than that. I mean, that pot is pretty much a necessity, but I'm really bad at picking it up smoothly. Ugh! Almost ran off there. Yuck, why yuck? Yeah, eating Kleenex out of the trash. And, whoops. And other things, too. Like, I'm pretty sure, because I have those, like, Clorox wet wipes, and that's what I use to, like, wipe down the counter and stuff. And after I wipe it down, I just throw them right into that garbage can. So I'm pretty sure he ate some of those Clorox wet wipes, too. But, you know, I'm keeping an eye on him. He's eating normally, and everything is normal. So I think he's fine, but... he's such a goof. He's such a goof. Alright, let's hope we get good RNG here. Hearthstone or it'll do after this. Doesn't have to be an or. Could be an and. Could be an and. We're playing Hearthstone first. But probably some it'll do after. I'd like to get a little bit deeper into that game. And playing Link to the Past always kind of makes me want to play it. So we got 2 blue balls already. We could potentially kill him in this next rotation. It's not super likely. We need perfect RNG. But we'll hope for it. A normal, abnormal dog, right. Yeah, I guess I'm saying he's a weirdo in the context of how humans behave. But he's a dog that got into the trash can and ate it. But what's abnormal is that he doesn't want food out of the kitchen garbage. He wants paper. He wants to chew on paper. Oh, maybe some rebirth, too. Ugh. I've got a lot of options. Alright, let's hope this is the end. Come on, Aghanim. Do not do that. Do not do that. Do not do that. How's the time? Not great. Okay. Okay. We didn't at least have another rotation. I think that was 5 blue balls. Remember the arrows. Nice. Yeah, Green Linen. That was one of the primary things I had to remember this run. So I'm glad I did. He'll be a clean little doggy. Thankfully, they weren't still wet. Like, they were in there for, like, longer than a few days. So had completely dried out. Yeah, we lost a lot of time in that Aghanim Tower split. That really bad RNG on Aghanim is going to cost us a lot of time. Oh, well. Have you figured out the difference between Rebirth and the game you played on stream before? So the difference, to me, as far as I could tell, was only cosmetic. And maybe some, like, bug fixes and stuff. I mean, I knew it was going to be a time loss. I didn't know it was going to be this much of a time loss. But I know a lot of people keep saying it's way better, but I don't really know why. What is different between the two other than visuals? Because I couldn't really tell yet. Yeah, Tommy V. Representing. When you see Tommy V, you see Tommy W. Yep. We got Tommy Wiseau running Link to the Past right now. You're tearing me apart, Zelda! Fine on rupees. We need 110 at this point. We've got 129. Means even if we get hit with Kiki here, no worries. We're going to try the Kiki Dash. It's something I haven't practiced yet, but I've nailed 2 out of 3 times. We're going to hope we get it 3 out of 4 right now. Let's see. I kind of over-corrected on the down movement, but still works out okay. Hey, Waffles, how's it going? Nice to see you. Rebirth has like 200 more items. I didn't get far enough into it, Baka, to experience any items, but I haven't gotten far enough into the first Binding of Isaac to even know, oh, this is an item that doesn't appear in the first one. But I didn't read anything about the differences. The only differences I experienced are differences that I would see from playing like 2 hours of the first one and like 30 minutes of the second one. But that's cool to know there are so many new items. That's cool. Hey, Penguin, how's it going? Hold on. Went the wrong way. Right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Weird. Weird. turned around. Through that late. I was watching the mark that I look for. The mark that I looked for used to be on the top of the screen, and I found it way easier to use a mark on the bottom of the screen. But just out of habit, I was looking at the top of the screen and wasn't paying attention to the mark. So threw that in the wrong spot, but it's fine. Hey, Chaos. Welcome. Nice to see you. But that's cool. That's exciting. I don't know that I like the look as much. I mean, I dig that it's sort of like a retro, more pixel art-based look, but I don't know. I kind of think I prefer the art of the first one. But apparently that's a very contentious issue. I always buffer way too early coming back on the way down. Not too bad. I'm getting a lot more comfortable with that. I'm, like, not even really nervous coming up to it now. I have a lot more reservations coming up to the Ice Palace bomb jump than that one. That one just kind of feels a little bit relaxing to pull off now because you've got the pause buffering that just makes it a little bit easier. You know, you could slow down with the pause buffering, but you're never going to really lose a run to hammer jump. The Ice Palace jump, on the other hand, you can lose runs to. So it's kind of stressful. Even, I would say, the Hera and the Skull Woods jumps are a little bit more stressful than that one. I mean, definitely the hammer jump was anxiety-inducing at first, but now I almost kind of look forward to it. I like it. That was a pretty insane thing to do to save 1 second. Yeah, right, EG? It actually saves a little bit more than that, assuming you're referring to the bomb jump. That bomb jump there actually saves about 30 seconds, which also still seems not very significant. It's one of those that, yes, I actually sat and practiced for probably a total of like 2 hours at this point to get the bomb jump looking like that for the purpose of saving 30 seconds in a run. But it could be up to like even a minute. Well, no, it's probably closer to 30 seconds considering we need to get different rupees as a result. But yeah, it's crazy the things we learn for speedruns, right? Oh, okay. Let's shoot the sword beams the correct way. Alright, good turtle room, good turtle room. Oh, darn it. I accidentally poked a turtle away. I poked him away so he missed the spin. Oh, referring to the Kiki Dash. Yeah, that's another... Yeah. Very true. That's even more crazy, then. Because you're absolutely right. That is just a save of even less than a second. It's probably only 30 seconds. So that one I didn't practice for 3 hours. But that's one I never really worried about, and I kind of got chastised for not doing it, because it's essentially just free time. So I finally had to learn it and do it. Man, that was a really easy Helmsor. I didn't do him very fast because I was being a little defensive, but he basically never attacked. I'll take it. Pixel graphics of Rebirth are more polished than the vector graphics, but I don't know which art style I like better. That's true. That's true. I think I just need to get used to the different art style. Gonna play some It'll Do. Oh, man, it's so fun. Never get tired of watching Turtle Room. Is that your favorite room, Chosen? I need water. We'll get water after Thieves Town. That's a good idea. Rebirth has a boss rush room, but you have to do it kind of fast to get to it. Ooh. You're further than me? Oh, I'll catch up. Okay, well, that was a little disappointing. I didn't expect to lose time. I thought that was a pretty good Palace of Darkness. Mostly, though, time lost in Aghanim's Tower. A lot of time lost in Aghanim's Tower. So sad. Alright, so at this point, if I were doing 100%, and I think this is good practice just to reinforce, at this point, I would need to get those 300 rupees. So I'm going to see if I remember as far as when I would need to make that turn off. And we'll see. Already have the hammer. That's something I don't remember. That's something I always forget. Okay, now I would turn down to go get those rupees. I remembered. Good. Messed up the line there. I was going to get hit by that thrown spear. I had to move rapidly, and just didn't move fast enough. Because I had to deal with a different spear chucker. Which I think is a racist term, but it's also what those are called. And Nat Baka, thanks for stopping by. Always nice to see you. Have a really good one. We'll see you next time. Go back to the... Oh, yeah, we're not going to do the cutscene skip here because we stay in the light world. I was trying to line it up, but I don't need to. Yeah, thanks, Green Linen. Perfect reminder. It was still tempting to do. Never get tired of watching you tutorial room. I remember when you were just randomly flailing that hammer around. Yeah, and I still have to do that sometimes. I still have to. Because occasionally, I'll just miss... or I'll poke and it'll be worse than what happened this time when I accidentally poked one. B, come on. So that B isn't really bad from a danger point of view, because I don't really modify anything. It's just bad from a frame rate loss point of view. So that B actually winds up costing me time because he slows down the rate of the game. So Bs are irritating. Oh, hey, Mushroom. How's it going? Nice to see you. Oh, I still don't have water. That's right. I need to wait to the end of this boss. B. Aggressive. B. Not nice. B. Make frame rate loss. I think you should start skipping bottle. I think you should start skipping bottle, Green Linen. What do you think of that? But you're right, I'm probably to the point where I can skip it, but here's the thing. I'm not going to start skipping it until I reliably don't die at all. Because even one death that it saves makes it worth the time loss, because you don't take that long to pick it up. So I have to never die for it to be worth it. Moving down to one bottle soon. Yeah, I think that was my first thing that I changed. I think I dropped a bottle before I even dropped half magic. Whistle at W. Yeah, there was something about the proper times to do those whistles. Oh, wait, you mean to unlock him? You whistle at W to unlock him if you're not coming and giving the mushroom, I think. Otherwise, you want to whistle at South. That's the way I remembered it, at least. I could be wrong, though. That was one of those things I learned a long time ago and haven't really ever updated my strategy on. I just kind of do it that way. Oh, I'm lower on health than I thought. It's not worth a potion sample, but I'm still lower on health than I thought. Would have never thought that such a small entity impacts the variable time stepping. Yeah, it's weird, huh? It's because there's, like, some limitation to the number of things that could be on screen at once. And when you're dashing, I guess it uses a little bit more processing because it has to move the screen faster. Or maybe it just renders more things as you're dashing. I don't know, but... yeah, particle effects sometimes cause that too. It's really weird. Oh, come on. Don't mess me up, Horsehead! Damage boosted me in the wrong direction, and they take a lot of health. That was really bad. That was really bad. That was really bad. But there are so many super, super, super minor things that runners do to just save little, tiny little pieces of fractions of time here or there. And it actually makes a difference on the top end. I don't worry about them too much now, except the ones that are free. But... ah, make it. I need to drop half magic, second bottle, mirror shield, silver arrow. Well, you'll notice I still get silver arrows and gold sword. That's a pretty significant thing to... shoot. Alright, I'm going to have to get the fairy in this next room. This is such a pain fairy to get to. Because I never do it, so I don't quite know its path. Little bit of awkward RNG on the Patrick stars, but ended up okay. Normally, if I needed a fairy, I would wait until after this. But I just took a lot of damage on the conveyor belt. I would have been dead. This has just been kind of an awkward Thieves' Town so far, but we'll pick it up. Ooh! Need to drop the base! Bum, 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 bum. Oh, darn it. Tried not to charge my sword there, but that room is the worst. Is there a strat? I've heard different people with different ideas of what they do, but it's pretty much just practice it and get good. Finally doing that right, at least. Okay, I'm gonna have to do another fairy here. And then I got hit immediately, but I still healed. Thundercats reference. Okay, I wasn't sure what the reference was. Mushroom, I was trying to figure it out. And it was one of those, like, I need to go back and read it, but I keep looking back and not having a chance. Called the Thunderbats, so it's Thunderbats instead of Thundercats. I get it. I get it. How is my heater on again? I thought I turned it off. What are you doing? Oh, I'm too far away? No, I'm not. I'm the perfect distance away. Don't shoot me. Thank you. When you got hit and have all your hearts still, what happened? I think it was that I was getting the fairy, and the fairy was in the process of healing me, and I took the damage before the fairy healing was done, so it just kept healing me to full health. Or it kept healing me the rest of the hearts that I still had owed to me. Owed to me? It's my right as a Hylian. But that's what I'm assuming happened. I thought it was kind of weird, too. It's marginally faster there to hammer the pot instead of picking it up, but I thought I might need it as a weapon, so I decided to keep it. Okay, I think I'm going to try the sword beam strat. I'm really bad at it. It's clearly safer, but I don't think this is faster. Okay, now I lost sword beams. And then I was reckless and almost died. Need 4 bottles just on him? You'll get the hang of it, Green Linen. It's a lot of just, you have to learn how to track the movements of their heads. The heads and the way they shoot fireballs, and once you get used to it, they're much easier to avoid. The most dangerous time of it is while you're waiting for the next head to spawn, and then just keeping track. You almost need to not look at Link or where you're trying to hit. It's mostly just looking at the other heads and avoiding them. But since there's very little RNG in that fight, he follows the same exact path, and if you do it at the same speed every time, every fight will always go the same way. So as long as you practice him enough, you'll get him. You'll get him. Why don't you just kill the princess now so you don't have to fight her later? It's a good idea, Meaty. I think that at the same time that Ganon Bat is flying away. Just kill the bat. It'd be so easy. Just kill the bat. You know what else we're going to remember? I ran too far because I didn't know how far down it was, but we're going to remember to do this. Because we need to. You can only get the hang of him as long as you saw my reference and told me it was cool. Otherwise, blind will be impossible. You're putting a curse on us, Mushroom. It's like a chain letter. "27 minutes is about where my Master Sword is. Haven't touched No Major Glitches or 100% yet. Been doing some practice for them, but haven't actually ran them." That's cool, Blue Viper. I don't know what method you're using. The method I found easiest was just adding dungeon by dungeon and then putting it together in a full run up to as far as I knew. And I picked up the game pretty fast that way. And with a lot less frustration. I see a lot of people who just, like, don't even know the route through certain dungeons, trying to pull off speedrunning strats as they're doing it. And I couldn't even imagine trying to learn the entire game and the entire route and all of the strats in the same attempt. It's so hard. Chain letters. "Was asleep while you were playing. What have you been doing so far?" We had a lot of difficulty in 100%. A lot of difficulty in 100%. But we're in No Major Glitches now and doing a lot better. Yeah, that's right, Chosen. Is that still your only race? I didn't know that. But yeah, it was you, me, Green Linen, and I can't remember who the fourth person was. I'm pretty sure there were 4 of us. Well, yeah, and you just said 4, so I guess it definitely was 4. That was a fun race. Went really rough for me, but it was still fun. Been focusing on Illusion of Gaia. Oh, man. It's such a good game. I'd really love to speedrun it. I still have a fairy, right? I'm pretty sure. Was it real, Jay? I thought it could have been. But I couldn't remember. Bet you my day has been rougher. Oh, no, Mushroom. Oh, ooh. Ooh. I almost fell into that pit, and I was afraid I was going to fall into the other pit. I just kind of psyched myself up there. Yeah, I made a little bit of a time up during Thieves Town. I forgot I was going to get water during it. But we made up a little bit of time, for sure. Oh, come on, make it before the hand falls. Make it before the hand falls. Nice. Thought maybe he could have grabbed me there. I'm glad he didn't. We remembered to switch to the mirror. Excellent. 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 Love Link to the Past, but figured beating a game I haven't played before is a better idea. Illusion of Gaia is so much fun. It's one of my favorite games. I don't play it as often as I've played other games I identify as my favorite. In fact, I may have only played it through once, but I was really hooked on it playing it. And it's a game that has a concept that I've really not seen in another game since. Which is what I like so much about it. Did you ever wish you could go back in time and play this game for the first time again without knowing the roots? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. There's a lot of games, though, I wish I could go back in time and play again for the first time. Games that you could play again, but aren't quite the same. Like, Chrono Trigger is magical, even when you've already played it. But knowing what's coming takes that away slightly. Slightly. Oh, ActRaiser is a good one, too. Really hard game, too. That's, again, another game I've never really seen anything like it before and or since. It's a very unique game, sort of combining action RPG with city builder. Oh, darn it. Darn it. That's really bad. Oh, and none of them dropped anything. That was really bad. Now I can't convert this fairy. Darn it. I don't have a fire rod shot for this zombie. And missed him. Come on, line up again. Line up again. You didn't. Oh, darn it, missed that slash. I cannot believe this. Pick this up here. If I would have gotten grabbed there, I would have been super sad. Alright. Let's see if we can do this without taking any hits. Missed. That was bad. Oh, didn't get the hit. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Darn it. I have to be too careful. I should just be aggressive. Be aggressive. And if I die, I die. It's better than making the fight take forever and then dying anyway. But it's not quite as good as living with a clutch, 0 damage Mothula fight, which is what I knew was happening all along. I always knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. Just didn't want to get ahead of myself, but I knew that was coming. Booyah. Whew. I'm the best. Hopefully that will be somewhat of a time save, but I'm not sure it's going to be. Chi-chi. Thanks, Chosen. Craigasms. Craigasms and Simgasms. Whew. Clutched it. Oh, darn it. Not enough time for water. Alright, Ice Palace is still a long one. We'll get some water after Ice Palace. Just got a GG push button from me? Thank you. Nice! Whew. Whew. I didn't actually think I was going to win that. Oh, and we are going to be at minus time now, even. And a gold Skull Woods. What a nice reward. I'll take it. I will take that. Happily. Yeah, forgot to get the Water Blue Viper. Gotta remember at the end of a split. I've just had 2 kind of exciting ends of splits. So I keep forgetting about it. Oh, went the wrong direction. Whew. The small victories. Oh, man, I really liked that Skull Woods. Pretty much every... I mean, it shows in the fact that we got a gold, but pretty much every room went pretty smoothly. We lost a lot of health. So the good news is it could have been even better pretty easily. But that felt really good. Fruit Bats, if you want to play A Link to the Past and not know where you're going, try to beat Ice Palace with Blue Mail and don't bomb jump. That's true. I could completely recreate it. Or I could go into the right wing of Ganon's Tower. I completely don't know the layout of that either. I could pretty much turn on any Link to the Past run and know exactly where they are just by the room. But sometimes I'll go into casual playthroughs and be like, I don't even know what dungeon you're in. What is this? It kind of looks like Ice Palace, so I'm guessing Ice Palace, but I have no idea where you are. But that'd be a lot of fun. Maybe we'll do that sometime. We'll do a Blue Mail % run. A blind Blue Mail %. That'd be really interesting. Golden Hera and Golden Skullwoods, 2 really tough dungeons, too. Tower of Hera, unquestionably the hardest dungeon in Light World. Lanmo, I would say, is a harder boss, but Hera, a very hard dungeon. Skullwood's very challenging as well. A lot of things that could go rough, and a really rough boss. So I am pleased with those. Especially the minus time that we are at right now. We are 30 seconds ahead of PB pace. I love it. Do it after the run? Alright. I do have a save state before Ice Palace, so we could do it. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh! The flippers were next to me, I didn't notice. I was just kind of waiting for the sound effect to come up. Alright, we got 36 more rupees than we're going to need by the end of the game. So we're good. So I guess that red rupee that I was excited about that I ran over to, along with lots of other rupees, were kind of unnecessary. But we'll be okay. Watching all these speedruns made me forget how to get the blue mail. Yeah, I have no idea where to even start. Go, 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 go! Nice. Full health, I like it. You can bomb jump if you want to. I don't think it'll help you. Yeah, it wouldn't. It would actually probably make it worse. But that room is so much easier to get through if you don't bomb jump it, so I wouldn't. I'm too far to the left. I mean right. I knew it. I knew I was in the wrong spot. I just didn't have enough time to correct, so I just decided to go for it anyway. Which I think may have been the right call, but... You need some kind of key to get the blue mail? Yeah, and I'm not even sure where that is. Because we skipped Big Key, too. It's gonna be weird. Hope you highlight that? Absolutely. Absolutely, it'll be fun. I would do it as a race, but unfortunately then it couldn't be blind, because I think a lot of people will know where it is. I'm sure Zelda knows exactly how to get blue mail. Can you please excuse me, please? Can you please excuse my dear Aunt Sally? Please? Alright, we got 4 bombs. Plenty of bombs. I'm really liking it. Excuse me. Excuse me. I thought for a moment I had the boomerang equipped and was about to try to boomerang that key. Got a little greedy. Nope, 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 nope! Tried for a last-second adjustment. There we go. Whew. That was a very troublesome one. Nah, I don't think I'm going to make it. I just, after messing it up a couple of times, I don't want to risk falling off and having to do it again. Because then I'll just start panicking. Hey, alien. How's it going? Ah, missed the penguin. Penguin. I just probably don't need that decanter, but I knew I had to shoot off an extra fire rod shot, so just to be safe, I'll pick it up. Because I am... No, I'm actually not a fairy down, so I guess I probably don't need that fairy. Huh. Ooh, I think we'll be okay. How did Fire Emblem go? I hope not too much death and devastation. But I know you reset if you have important characters die, so you don't have to worry about that. Probably a good idea. Yeah, not gonna have to worry about this fairy. This could be a good ice palace, and I'm gonna remember to get water as we're winning this, too. I gotta remember. Hammer. Nobody died! Sweet! Even better. No, not the lamp. Fire rod. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll avoid that. 7, 8. Oh, shoot, I only hit 1 there. Oh, shoot, I thought that was the last hit. Wait. Oh, I miscounted damage a lot. Miscounted the damage a lot. Okay, but we did it. All right, I'm going to move the chair back. I'm going to get ready to go. I'm going to make sure I get this. All right, here we go. Oh, made it back before I even had to start button mashing. I didn't even need a wireless controller to do that. I'm the best at doing that. Ooh. Ooh. Didn't have to play what you say the entire stream. Nice. Whew. And now his dog comes back in PBs. Oh man, every time I'm watching a streamer who has a pet, there's this part of me that wishes, like, if I could make miracles come true, this would be the only one I would need to have happen. That a streamer's pet suddenly shows up where they always are and starts playing the game. I would love that so much. So much. So not a gold ice palace, but still a good time save. I'm thrilled with that. Now time for things to maybe get miserable. Sydney, come show Fruit Bats how to play. I need your help, dog. Ooh, that was close. Except trying to come up here, he would get distracted by the squirrels. Ooh. Okay, cool. A 0 damage so far. Death Mountain. I'll take it. I mean, we really, really, really want full health going into Misery Mire. And if we're gonna take damage, this is the most likely place to do it. It's pretty unlikely that the crabs damage us as we're getting the ice rod. It's possible, but we'll see. Alright, missed a dash there because I was thirsty. I thought I didn't have to do anything. I was wrong. Oops, shoot. Oops, shoot. Oops, shoot. My rat's like Monster Hunter. I bet they're good at it. Oh. I We're all right. Tap water? Yeah. Tap water's the best. The best. Depending on where you live. No, no. That was an overreaction. I was just too excited to have full health and then lose it. I mean, I was too nervous about having full health and then losing it right after what I just said. You have a filter? Ooh, yeah, no, I don't have a filter either. It's just bare out of the tap. The tap water in Portland is really good. It's really good. If you live in Mexico, probably not a good idea. Well, actually, drinking water in Mexico is fine if you're used to it, right? I thought it was just if you're not used to it, it makes you sick. But that otherwise it's fine. But I could be wrong about that. Oh, I think I was supposed to try to get exactly on top of it. I don't really know how fast warping works. No, stay away, stay away, stay away, stay away, stay away. Stay away, stay away, stay away. Oh, I don't want to lose full health. Ether, 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 ether. Go, 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 go. Okay, I'm going to freeze him. It's fine. Ooh. Ah. Better than me. My dog is pretty good at duck hunt. I will give him that. But he only does the dog part, where he laughs at me. It's a little bit demeaning, if I'm being honest. Not strictly the fastest way to do that room, but meh. Could have been way slower. Could have been way slower. Ooh, I am feeling... Okay, don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself. But I'm feeling good being at this time. There's still plenty of things that could go wrong. But, I mean, we made it through Ice Palace with actually a time save. I mean, things could go wrong in Turtle Rock. Yeah, I guess I can't get ahead of myself at all. Because things could go wrong again in this tower. Yeah, there's a lot of things that could still go wrong. Let's not get ahead. We won't get ahead of ourselves. Thought I maybe enabled that. Nope, not bombs. Fire rod. I hate those. Whew. Time to learn, QWERTY. It is time. Through a run about 10 minutes before it would have finished. Oh, man. There was this awesome highlight I saw on KZ's channel playing... I don't remember what it was. I'm going to say Vice City because I'm assuming, but it was one of the Grand Theft Autos. Where it was so close to the end of the run, and he was shooting down a helicopter, and the helicopter just fell in the water instead of falling on the land and being like something that you could get things from. It was so sad. I've thrown away PB runs in Turtle Rock and on Ganon before. So it's not unthinkable. I mean, it's easy to lose. If you fall in Ganon, it's 2 minutes gone, which is usually you're losing your PB. But we'll see. Sub 140? Ooh, I don't know about that. We'll try. But that would be a lot more time yet to still save. Right now, I'm just happy seeing sub 142. Karen just got home. Hype! Welcome home, Karen. Alright, can someone explain to me what makes that heart despawn? I don't know if anybody knows the answer to that. I think it has something to do with that mage, but I don't know what it is. And sometimes I do it. I knew that missed. Messed my line up there. Dang it. Not pushing myself unless I shoot for a world record. Alright, we'll go for that. We'll go for that. We're already a little bit behind world record pace, though. I would need to finish the game in about... Wait, what? Wait. Did I hit it? I didn't hear it. Okay, I didn't hit it. Darn it. We'll rip like 10 seconds on that. I moved down too quickly. I moved down before the thing hit the thing. I was a little afraid that skeleton was going to block it. I wasn't sure. Pick a pot when the mage spawns. Oh, okay. Okay. Or, I'm assuming, is despawning. Whenever it's in like, a blinking position. Already have the powder. I'm not sure why, though. What? No, we're not mirroring here. That would be terrible. Why would I switch to mirror there? Ruin my life. Shoot, I thought I missed that eye over there. Oh, missed that eye too. No, eye. No, wait. Ah, Vitreous, why? Vitreous, why? No! Oh! That was another lightning. I didn't know it was. Oh, good thing I spun him a couple of times. Did I spin him enough times? No, I didn't. Oh, man. We are really losing time here. We're really losing time here, I think. That's exactly Alien. I was like, oh man, I don't want to give away the fact that I practice this for pretty much 20 hours off stream every day. So sometimes I accidentally am doing too well and have to be like, oops, I switched to mirror and mirrored. Oh no. Otherwise, I'd already be down to like 115. And that would be embarrassing. So we're going to wait to reveal that video for a couple of months still. Have exact bomb count so you don't have to switch to magic before Vitreous? Oh, yeah. That's why I had the powder equipped. That is actually a known strat, though, Chosen. To intentionally manipulate your bomb count so that you use your last bomb at that point. And you switch to, I believe, the arrows. Alright, so that was actually a time save. Not sure why. I must have had an even worse Misery Mire last PB. So when I say not sure why, I mean I know the exact reason. It's because I had an even worse Vitreous on the last one. Or perhaps a worse Mire. I also probably had to pick up a fairy, and I haven't had to. Nope, this way. But we messed up there a little bit and still saved time. I'm thrilled with that. Alright, Swamp Palace shouldn't be a run killer. But let's hope it isn't anyway. Did almost forget to mirror here, though. No point in hiding it now. Yeah, that's true. After just revealing my grand plan, I guess it's kind of ruined. I'm so bad at keeping secrets. Alright, that was... Oh no, I made these mistakes. I guess I lost time. Oops. Oh no, what a weird bonk. No, those really happened. Those were really mistakes. Alright, I really would like to do this correctly. I didn't. I mean, it was still fine. That still was really good, but... Fruit's got 99 problems, but a PB ain't one. A PB is a problem I would be thrilled to have. We are now saving more than a minute. Oh, now we're losing more than a minute. Getting shot by that fireball. But we are on a really good pace right now. We are on a really good pace. After having such a rough go of the start of 100%, I really like that. Sweet. How long do you think it will take you to beat Ice Palace? We've beat Ice Palace already. Oh, you mean later when we're doing Blue Mail? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe like half an hour? That's what I'm going to allot to it. Because I have no idea. I have no idea. How long does Ice Palace usually take? Stop being in my way, everything. So Ice Palace usually takes about 8 minutes, 9 minutes. I don't want to look closely enough to figure it out. Yeah, probably about half an hour. I mean, I think I know roughly the steps I need to follow, but it's actually a really sort of confusing puzzle. Every time I've seen a casual runner do it, it just seems like so much confusion and constantly back and forth. I'm assuming if you know where you're going and what you're doing, it's super easy. But figuring it out for the first time, I imagine it's going to be a lot of back and forth. Like, no, wait, I need these to be down. I killed that skeleton for no reason. I only lost like 3 frames maybe by turning and throwing it, but he deserved it. He deserved it. I have something blocking my left speaker right now, so whenever Link dashes left to right, it's like this muffled start of the dash. I hate this room. Yeah, I hear this like muffled start of the dash, and then it gets louder as it moves over to the right speaker. It's weird. And satisfying. Killing stuff for no reason is the best reason. Agreed. Ooh, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. You'll need so much salt. Oh, in the Ice Palace? Oh, yeah, I will. Might get in a car accident in New York tomorrow. From all the salt trucks coming out. Yeah, we might get there. Or, who knows, I might just luck my way into every solution. In much the same way as I lucked my way into finding the hookshot there, because I was just pretty much pressing random buttons. Okay. Give up a little bit of our life to the Aztec god Quetzalcoatl, and that will give us good luck for the rest of the dungeon. It's a little-known speedrun strategy, but it works surprisingly well. Just you watch. See, we'll get good RNG in this room. Told ya. And no problem. Got a real quick push on that lever. The only thing I'm thinking is, I could have just saved more time in Aghanim's Tower. This could have been a 0 blue ball run. But, oh, okay, well, I tried to throw the pot at that jelly, and I missed. Can hookshot the pot in the bottom left on the room. After the hookshot the room, you need to move the statue. Oh, yeah, you can. Whoops. Swam the wrong way there. Don't know what I was thinking. Oh, come on, Flea. Stop moving right in front of my path. I just ripped like 5 seconds there. Dang. If I die here, it will be a massive tragedy. Maybe that's an overstatement, but... So let's just be a little bit slow and careful, because I'd rather not die. Yes, maybe he'll get 2 attack rotations. In fact, assuredly he'll get 2 attack rotations. Oh, missed. That was too cautious. I was too cautious in this fight. I don't regret it, but I was too cautious in that fight. But yeah, that's a good idea, Green Linen. I don't actually use the hookshot to its fullest potential in terms of speeding up those short little walks where you just have it equipped, so you might as well use it anyway. Oh yeah, hookshot can kill the jellies when they're zapping. I forgot about that. See, again, I just don't take advantage of the hookshot like I should. It's things like, you know, I wouldn't switch to the hookshot to do that. But if I have the hookshot equipped already, I should take advantage of it, and I just forget. So that's one way I could really probably end up saving some time in Swamp Palace, is making sure that I use that hookshot correctly. So this is going to be a little bit of a time loss. Maybe a bit of a time loss. Hookshot is my favorite weapon in casual playthroughs for sure. Ah, man, I really wish this wasn't such a long conversation. May the way here lead to the Triforce. Right. Yeah, I lost a lot of time. Really kind of sad, but the good news about it is, if this is a PB, it means that will be the place we know we can make some time. Especially now that we've got new Swamp Palace strats. Use the hookshot. Don't neglect the hookshot. Or the long shot, which unfortunately does not exist in this game. The hookshot goes all the way across the screen, so I suppose we pretty much start with the long shot. Which is good. Man, I need to learn to do this, too. What? I just got excited because of rupees. I had no reason to get those. They were just close and easy, and I was like, ooh, blue rupees. I need no more rupees for the rest of the game. I guess I'm planning ahead for accidentally losing the bomb and needing to rebuy it, but probably not a good strategy to go for. This is a high percentage rupee strategy, right? We're doing 100% and 100 rupee runs. Always throw the sword first, just in case you accidentally throw the bow twice. Just tips. We are out of arrows, unfortunately. I really wish we had more arrows. Really wish we had more arrows. We'll pick up more, but I want more arrows. You know what's better than one long shot? Double long shot. That's right, I forgot about that, too. That exists. I know. Don't have quite the figure of a fairy, whatever. Pretty sure 4 arms and 4 long shots would be even more sweet. Just play the Golden Palace a little bit of a tune. It's just letting the Triforce know that we're on our way. Now he's heard our call. And he doesn't have to panic anymore. I do, though. Oh, come on. Oh, why are there so many boulders? Why are there so many boulders? No! Why? Ah, don't hit me. No, get out of the way. Get out of the way. You've got to be... Ah, man. Alright, well, we didn't lose as much life as we could have, but did lose a lot of time there. Hate me some Stofers. Let's not go up. Let's actually go where the cave is. There's one game that I'm trying to think of. It's like Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, I think. That has a claw weapon. That's basically like that. Do I want the health? Yes. 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 I don't want to jinx myself by saying this, but I do want to point it out because I think it's interesting. I have not actually needed a fairy yet in terms of, like, to revive me. Yet this game. I have not needed a fairy. So we could potentially, at least so far, have skipped the bottle. Mystic Quest, it's Babby's first RPG. Yeah, it was an early one for me. I had already played a number of Final Fantasies before then. But it was fun. It was very easy, but it was fun. And I was still young, so it was not insulting. I did use a fairy to heal, yeah, several times. So I couldn't have skipped powder. I mean, powder's a long way off. I could sooner skip the bottle than powder. Powder's probably going to be the last thing that I skip. But I think I'm more likely to drop silver arrows before the bottle. Honestly. Because dying and having to redo dungeons is frustrating and not too much fun. Having to get bottles is okay. Probably could have actually gotten through here. Safety strats. Excuse me. Excuse me. Ah, went a little too far right there. Oh well. We need magic. This heart, not strictly necessary, but we have to get the heart to get the magic anyway. So we'll get it. I probably don't need it. I don't have a good sense for how much magic is necessary in this dungeon, but I do know that I'm always kind of worried about it. Cake rolls hype! Okay, full health. No, not full health. Ooh. Good chain chomp room! Did I lag there? No, I didn't. Oh! It's okay. It's okay. Cake rolls hype. Still like that. Don't PB or else I'll have to update the temple. Oh, that's right. Well, I'll have to update my info panel below as well. But I'll be happy to do it. It was meant to be a first-play RPG. That's really cool. As a first-play RPG, I mean, it's a good one. Got an unnecessary fairy there, but I'll take it. It's also possible to hookshot that lantern without moving to the south side. Hookshot the lantern. Oh, yes. I can't do it either. I've tried. It needs to be done so fast that I just can't quite pull it off. I maybe could have done it there. That's probably the closest I've ever seen, but the problem is you have to shoot the fire rod early enough to give you time to get into the item menu. And I just don't rely on the fact that I can do that. Finally a good that room. This makes it clear that I didn't need the decanter since I got another one right there. But this is going really well. This is a good Turtle Rock so far. I'm happy with this Turtle Rock so far. If this keeps up, we could be looking at a time save. I should probably learn to do this room correctly at some point. Yeah, I assume you mean Pokey's Green Linen, but that was a really good Pokey. I had some kind of good movement in there and was able to take advantage of it. I'm just getting better at telling which way they're going to jump. Jump, jump, jump. It's also meant to be a US-only release. That's so insulting. I love how much early Final Fantasies just assumed that American players were awful. And maybe we were, but still. We got the easy version of Final Fantasy IV. They were like, oh, let's give them Mystic Quests. They'll need that. Hate that, Helmsor. He moved a little bit fast on me, so I decided not to attempt Key Dash. I don't know if that was the correct answer or not, but it's what I did. Man, this is pretty smooth. Oh, didn't really need that magic. I guess it's not a problem. I mean, it saves me from having to lose the run if I miss a few shots in this fight. So I suppose that's actually a good thing. Darn it. I don't usually forget to switch the rod. Ah, he got a shot off. Oh, he's going to get 2 attacks. Okay, well, not a good Trinex, but it might not matter. Oops. Even worse, Trinex. It still might not matter. This could be a time save because of how good Turtle Rock was in general, but I don't remember how well I did Turtle Rock in the previous PB. I don't think it's going to be a time loss, or if it is, it's not going to be a significant one. So we should be in a good spot going into the end. Blame Square and Enix and whatnot. They all underestimated the West's RPG appetite. You know, it's funny, too, because the West the Western version of RPGs and the Eastern version of RPGs were so different. Like, the differences between, like, Final Fantasy and Ultima, though I guess that's not a good example. The difference between, like a BioWare RPG versus a Squaresoft RPG is so huge. Like, we did them in completely different ways. And I think the appetite for RPGs really is satisfied by both of them. I mean, they're two almost completely different types of games, even though they have the same sort of base. It is a loss of time. I was trying to steel myself in preparation for that, but I thought it could be a possibility that it would be a time save. I guess not. Well, the good news is that means I had a really good Turtle Rock last time, because I felt good about that Turtle Rock, other than the Trinex problems, which actually could have accounted for the time loss. Meh. Eastern RPGs came from Western RPGs like Wizardry and Ultima. I always just assumed they were a little bit more inspired by the same things that Wizardry and Ultima were inspired by, that being Dungeons & Dragons. I just kind of assumed it was copying from the same source material, but just taking it in different ways. I didn't know how much of an influence Western RPGs had on Eastern ones. But I think they're fun. It's like my favorite genre of video game, is the role-playing game. The thing that always turned me off of Zelda in the beginning is that I wanted it to be even more of a role-playing game. I wanted experience points. I wanted, you know, a leveling system. And now I can appreciate it for what it is, that it's just a different game. Not all games need to have that. And the Zelda that did have that wasn't that great. Was hoping that would give me a damage boost. Oh! Shoot. Yeah, I did the wrong thing. I sprinted there instead of... I just didn't know it would cost me that much time. Oh, come on! You've got to be kidding me. I just need to do this the slow way at this point, then? That was a nightmare. I can't believe that. That was really unfortunate. Okay, we're still okay. Hey, Green Beans, how's it going? We're still okay, but man, I really wanted to do that room right. Now I'm in the wrong item, even. It's like it forced me to do so many more item screens, waste a bunch of time. That's just much better to do right. And it's over. No, I don't think that quite lost us 37 seconds. But, man, I was hoping for a better run. I'm doing good, Green Beans. Stop it. Stop. Stop doing the wrong things, the bad things, the wrong things and the bad things. Do the right things. The happy things. Gotta do this correctly. Okay, I heard that falling noise that the Helmsar made, and for some reason it freaked me out, and I thought it was a Wallmaster coming down to get me. I think I'm paranoid. Thank you for that, Anti-Fairy. Oi. Went kind of the slow way there. Activate! Sweet. That was good, Armos. I need these arrows. I need the red mail. We're good. I do play on an emulator, Green Beans. Yeah, I play on Beast Nest, which is part of a suite of emulators known as Higgin. And I play on that one because it's the, as far as I know, it's the most accurate at emulating the precise timings that match up with SNES hardware. Not to say that it's perfect. I don't know that it's perfect, but I know it's better than a lot of other things. Skip red mail? No way, Green Linen. We could, but being here on PB Pace, I don't want to throw that away to a mistake. I'll save practicing that for another time. I don't know why I'm going the slow way through items again. I'm just kind of overly paranoid about accidentally going to bottle. Thanks for the info, no problem. Shoot. Shoot. Oh, no, not that. We're doing this a different way. Yeah, that's such a better way. I really prefer that method to the method I was doing before. It's so much better. It's supposed to be 99.9999% cycle accurate. That's pretty good. I'll take it. I don't know how close SNES 9X was in that comparison, but it did seem off compared to Higgin. At least the timing is different, for sure. We also, Green Beans, we play on the US version of Link to the Past, which is a bit unusual. Most runners play on the Japanese version because there are a few more glitches you could do. Getting really bad skeleton movement. He finally moved up, though. Ups, and then I bonked. Because it's a little bit faster, you save about 3 minutes. But I grew up with the US version, you know what I mean? I want to play the version that I grew up with. Not the version that's faster just because it's faster. That was just foolish. I don't know why I did that. I'm getting really not good movement of the monsters here. They could move, like, perfectly for me and just be in the right spots, but instead they're moving in the spots that make it hardest for me to get to them. Like that guy being, like, right in the crack between... Okay, well, at least that skeleton moved right. Darn it. Low on life. I don't think it's a problem. We're losing things like crazy. No, yeah, I know Z-SNES is not... Oh, it's only 90% accurate? Wow. That's a big difference. Okay, good. 1 cycle Landmo. That makes me feel better. That makes me feel better. Because I'm a little bit uncomfortable about my life. Let's just get a heart here. I'll take 1 heart. It's okay. If you're using a museum piece of a PC... Sorry, this is a part that takes a little bit more concentration, so it's hard for me to be super interactive, but I'm doing my best to keep up. Up. Sorry if I miss anything. Ooh. Wow, I forgot what I needed here. Obviously lamp. Obviously lamp. Go, 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 go. I tried to pick up the lamp. I don't know why I'm so panicky now all of a sudden. It's like I'm feeling like it's close and I know I'm ahead of time. And I'm doing pretty decently in Ganon's Tower, so it could even be a time save here. We're fine on bombs, I suppose. I usually have more. I don't think I need more. Health. Nah, we're fine. We're fine. I hope that wasn't a mistake. Oh, I hit the vibration. I hope not getting that life wasn't a mistake. But we'll see. It's 89.8% accurate. Oh, that's not too bad. Way slow on that. I thought his head was still exploding. I missed his head. Whew. Oh, missed. Which is okay. Missing him is okay, as long as we don't get hit by him. Doesn't make a difference. PB or Riot, do not... Yeah, I'll be the first one to riot there with you. I also want peanut butter. I kind of want a Fluffernutter since we talked about that yesterday. Okay, only got 1 there. I think I could have done it... Oh, shoot. Oh, no! They're out of sync, so I can't hit him with more than 1 for a while. See? Yeah, he keeps... He could have been dead right now, possibly. Yeah, he would have been dead right now if they weren't out of sync. But instead, I'm going to have to go another at least, like, 3 cycles. Oh, I needed him to shoot... Every time I'm in a position where I can't possibly reflect any of the other ones back to him, he does a blue ball. Like, here again. This is one of the worst Aghanims I've had in a long time. Oh, man. Oh, man. For having such a good Aghanim's Tower, I mean, Ganon's Tower, this is actually still going to be a time save, I think. But it could have been even better. I did not know we were doing that well in Ganon's Tower. So this looks good. This looks good. Compare you all to a kiss from a rose. All right. I don't think we could save more than a minute here, but we could get to under 142. Let's see if we do it. Come on, Ganon. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got a little cocky there, and it hurt me. I hook shot at the wrong time. Shoot. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll just hope. We'll just hope. We'll just make it exciting. Nothing like going into the Triforce room with half a heart, right? Gotta make it thrilling. Stop teleporting. I'm getting multiple teleports every cycle. That was way more damage I needed to do to him, too. Oh, no! Yipe! Yipe, 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 yipe. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine, though. We're fine, though. We're fine, though. We're fine, though. I could have maybe just moved up and slashed him, but I wasn't confident. I could have maybe got 2 hits there, but I wasn't confident. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, work. Yes! Yes, the excitement! Do you take damage if your sprite collides with Ganon's sprite? Yes. Yes. Whew, good thing I had red mail. Lost time on this fight because he was a little bit of a teleporting troll. But nevertheless, that is a new PB. We are now down to 141. 20, another 46.4 seconds shaved off. Whew. Now I can relax. Do it, Tommy, do it. This was Tommy V's run here. We pretty much now can speedrun Grand Theft Auto. Aw, no riot. Thanks, Terry. Thanks, Dustwatts. Rump Troll. Chosen Green Beans, thank you. PP Jelly Time. GG. Thanks, Meaty. Thank you, Timon. Great fight. Thanks, Meaty. To the Triforce, I wish to stop this beeping. I'm wishing for full health right now. Wishing for full health. Thanks, Mr. Grunge. Palisha, thank you. GG. Thanks, Eggman. Ganon was building up his power here so he could conquer the Light World, guys. We stopped it. We stopped it. Why is this the easiest boss? He's not too bad, Meaty. He's one of the easier bosses. You just have to know how to beat him, and you're fine. He does a lot of damage, so you have to be careful, but he's pretty good. Imagine we were all naked and you won't get nervous. Yeah, I was so nervous in that fight. I was so nervous in that fight. Good game. Well played. No RE. Is that reset? Thanks, Eosin. And 2 gold splits in the bank as well. Yeah, our sum of best now down to 138.25. Not sure where it was before. He's going to do a Blue Mail Ice Palace? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that for sure. That'll be a nice celebratory PB run. Hey, Mr. Cruz. How long have you been playing? I've been playing probably for about 2 months now, I'd say. I'm basing that off of how many weekly races I think I've done, which is probably around 8. So probably about 2 months. I kind of picked it up over the course of just like a week or so, maybe about 2 weeks of practicing and just adding one dungeon at a time, then just tightening it up, you know, learning more strats here and there. Mostly what saved us time this run was the not dying. I mean, the gold in Skull Woods is because it's really uncommon for me, at least, to have a really smooth run through Skull Woods and also beat the boss without dying. We did not need the bottle this run. We completely did not need the bottle this run. So I'll say this about the bottle. If next run that happens again, we're ready to drop the bottle. We're probably also on track to drop red mail. You know, I think it's time for me to learn Tempered Sword route. I think it's time. Because yes, there are things I could have cleaned up here. I could have had better luck in Aghanim's Tower. So that was about 30 seconds there. I think I have maybe about a minute more to save. Well, no, actually, I guess at the smoothest, I could be 138.25. So I have like 3 minutes to save off of just being a little bit tighter. But I think it might be time to add some new strats. When I get nervous, I stop imagining you all naked. Nice. Ditch the bottle now. We could be ready. We could be ready. PB Palace updated. Nice already. I love the fact. I love the idea. I don't know if this is a fact. I love the idea of you sitting there like with the sign ready to go. And it's like, come on, what's the new time going to be? 1:41:20 on the dot, too. Or at least when I hit the button. Whew. Shush Rashula, the vile. The villain's homecoming. Oh, I missed finger webs, didn't I? I did. I forgot about finger webs. Yeah, also maybe the Japanese cart, though we were talking about switching to the Japanese cart once we got under 140. The fun of it is like the first time I run the Japanese cart, it's going to basically be like a free 3 minutes for me. There's going to be some things that are slightly different. And I'll have to learn the strats, of course. Hey, no problem about Lurking Chaos. Next time, sub 140, you could do it. Yeah, that's... I mean, I think if I switch to Tempered Sword, the Japanese cart, you know, I have a lot of different ways to shave off a pretty much a free minute 20. All I have to do is try it. Ah, man. And the good news in this, with a nice feeling in our heart that we've saved the world, and that there's no more violence, no need for weapons, no more evil to conquer, we thank the Master Sword for its service and let it sleep again, forever, in the altar that says, this is the Master Sword. Whew, that felt really good. That felt really good. Congrats on getting world record. Thanks, Alien. How much closer we are to the world record now? World record is, I think, 124? 20? Somewhere in there? So we're that much closer. Why did they put the Master Sword to sleep? Oh, the Portland shelter here should have gotten them on their second chance program. I guess we blunted it a little bit. In the fight with Ganon, you know, the gold all flecked off, the edge dulled a little bit. We put kind of a battered version of the Master Sword back. 124.30, okay. So we are, 124 would be 6, 17. We're 16 minutes and 50 seconds behind world record. That sounds like a lot. That sounds like a lot of time. Oh, man. That was a fun run, go. That was a really fun run. Sit tight, guys. I'm going to take a short break here. Just about 3 minutes. Enjoy the closing credits. I'll be back to do a blind run of Ice Palace. Blue mail %. Should be interesting. So see you guys shortly. Enjoy. PB!